Good morning, everyone. How's it going today? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Kimi code and with the model Kimi K2.5, which was just released a few days ago. And the idea behind all of this is that we're going to be building some pretty fun projects, such as this hand-gestured controlled galaxy particle system, and also this Maxwell Demon simulator, which is a physics thought experiment that's pretty cool. And we're going to be comparing the results of Opus 4.5 on Claude Code, Codex with GPT 5.2, and Kimi K2.5 with Kimi Code. And by the end of this video, we're going to see who is the real winner and who has the best coding tools and coding models. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first test that we're going to be doing is super fun. We're going to be trying Kimi K2.5 on Kimi Code, which was their agent, their coding agent that was released right at the same time as Kimi K2.5. We're going to be using GPT 5.2 as well with Codex, Opus 4.5 with Claude Code, and we're also going to be running Kimi K2.5 on OpenCode with Hugging Face's inference providers, which is going to be running through Novita. And the idea right here is that we're going to have all of these agents and all of these LLMs, their luck at generating a simulation of this very cool physics thought experiment called the Maxwell Demon thought experiment. And in case you have not heard of this, in a nutshell, it is a thought experiment that is designed to disprove or kind of disprove the second law of thermodynamics. Now, the second law of thermodynamics, in a nutshell, it's very straightforward. It just says that in an isolated system, the entropy tends to increase, at least statistically. And if you want the entropy to decrease, you're going to have to spend some energy. And the idea right here is that James Clerk Maxwell devised a very nice thought experiment where this kind of seems to not be the case. So in his thought experiment, you have an isolated system like this one with a gas, a fluid in it. And the idea is that you have all of this gas dispersed all over this isolated system, and all of it is at the same temperature. And in between of this, in the middle of this isolated system, there's a wall which divides this system into two chambers. And in the middle of that wall, there is a little door. And that door is controlled by this little thing called the demon. And this guy can actually measure the velocity of the particles that are moving around in the gas and will open the door only for fast particles that are moving from the left compartment to the right compartment. And it will also open the door for slow particles who are moving from the right to the left, which means that eventually you will have only slow particles on the left and only fast particles on the right, which means that the heat will concentrate here and this side is going to be much more cooler. And that, of course, will decrease the entropy without having spent any energy, because all there's happening right here is opening and closing a door, and the entropy is decreasing by a lot. So what is going on right here? And that is the thought experiment. Well, of course, since then, this has been explained and disproven, and it has been explained why this actually does not break the second law of thermodynamics. But we're not here for the physics, we're here for the simulation. So we're going to have our models generate a simulation of this very experiment, measure the velocity of all of the particles in real time, and only let fast particles move from the left to the right and slow particles move from the right to the left. So let's go back right here to our agents and paste our prompt. And there we go. I have pasted all the prompts. I'm just going to be sending them right here. And let's take a look at how it goes. Now, just to be completely clear, I did not enable any plan mode, so they are going right at it, and hopefully they're going to do well at this task. So let's take a look at how they work, and then I'll show you the results of every single agent right here. And there we go, they have all finished, and actually the first one to finish was Kimi, then Opus 4.5, and finally Codex actually took about twice as long as the other guys. So let's actually take a look at the results. We're going to start off with Kimi on the Kimi Code CLI. Let's open it, and here we go. So very nice simulation. We have our chamber, here we have a real-time temperature history. On the right chamber, we can see that the temperature is increasing, and on the left chamber, the temperature is decreasing. And here we have our demon who's letting the slower particles move from the right to the left, and the faster move from left to the right, and the slower from right to the left. And it seems to be actually doing a good job. Let's actually increase the speed. Can I increase the speed? Let's see. I'm increasing the speed, and you can see that, well, it's still working perfectly. Awesome. I really like this version of the whole thing with Kimi K2.5. Let's just, for the sake of it, test the mobile version of it. Oh, there we go. Wow, it's crazy. The hot chamber is really the hotter one, and here we have the cold chamber. Wow, Kimi, I'm very, very impressed. Beautiful. All right, that was great. Let's now test Kimi on OpenCode. Now, this is the version of Kimi on OpenCode. We have a very similar thing, actually. I think that since it's the same model, it actually did pretty much okay on both. Let's increase the simulation speed. There is a little bit of padding here for some reason. In the simulation speed, it seems to be too fast for it to actually identify the speed of the particles, and probably some of them are not working correctly. But overall, this looks like an amazing simulation. Kimi, I am very impressed. Let's take a look at Codex. Okay, here we have the Codex simulation. We also have the left and right temperature chart right here. And we have the nice little actual live simulation right here. And you can see that the faster particles do move from left to right, and the slower particles move from right to left. Yeah, there we go. I got one of the slower particles moving. Let's actually increase the simulation speed and see how it does. And there we go. The right one actually does seem to be the fastest one, the hotter one, and then this one is becoming cooler. Awesome. Beautiful. There we go. And here we have the actual real proxy for entropy measurement. This is beautiful. Let's take a look at Claude. And this one right here is Claude. We have to hit start, otherwise it's not starting. And here we have the nice little door with the little demon right there. And also the interface could be better, but it's okay. Let's actually increase the speed to see how it goes and see actually if the temperatures do diverge. It doesn't seem to do it. Maybe the door is too narrow. Okay, so Claude could have been better, in my opinion, but this is a beautiful, beautiful visualization anyways. I would give the crown to Codex, second place to Kimi, and third place to Claude Code. So let's get right into the second test that we're going to be testing today, which is also a very nice simulation. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to try to emulate this viral post that we have right here on X. And the idea is that we're going to have simulation in JavaScript that is going to generate a lot of different particles in a galaxy kind of formation. And with our hand gestures through the camera, we're going to try to be able to change the force of the gravity between the particles. Okay, so the attraction between the particles. So let's actually take a look at it. I'm just going to grab the prompt and paste it right here. Okay, so I'm just going to paste the prompt right here. I have already pasted it and here. And the idea is that we're going to try to recreate a galaxy like the one in this image, which is M31. And the idea is that we're going to have all of these models generate a simulation of it. And also, of course, we're going to pass in the image to every single one of this. So like that. And there we go. I'm just going to send it all. And let's see how it does. Let's wait for the whole thing to happen. All right, so it seems like the first one to finish was Claude Code. I'm going to be showing that to you in a moment. Let's wait for the rest to finish. And the second place goes, at least in speed, goes to OpenCode with Kimi K2.5 running with Novita. Wonderful speed. Let's wait for the next one. Okay, so they have finished. Now let's actually take a look at the results. Just for the record, Codex did take like 3 or 4 times longer than the others. Let's see if it's worth it in the results. So the first one that we're going to see is Kimi K2. So I'm just going to open this, allow webcam access, and enter the simulation. So I'm not showing my hand yet. There we go. Mine will override, and if I close it, it doesn't seem to be doing much, is it? Oh no, it is actually. Yeah, it is, but I cannot see the control in real time. Okay. All right, so that was fun. This is Kimi. It doesn't seem to really display the actual force of attraction when I open and close my hand. Okay, let's try the same model, Kimi, but this time on open code with Novita. And there we go. Now my hand is open and then it's closed. It says that it's half open for some reason. I like the nice little animations of the hand of how and the hand down there, but it's not here. It was before. Now it says that gravity strength is 100% and I see the particles being born there. Okay. It doesn't really seem to change a lot, and this slider right here doesn't really change and doesn't really move when I open and close my hand. The value seems to change, but this slider doesn't. I would like the slider to change. We have 4,000 particles, and here it seems to think that my hand is 56% open. The animation's okay, and the camera actually also works, so both Kimis are a pass for this one. Let's take a look at Claude code. All right, so here's Claude code. It's asking me to enable camera. I have enabled it. And this actually is 3D, so it's a little bit cooler. And I can actually change the gravity like this. So if I go like this, it's 93%. If I go like this, it's... Okay, it actually goes back all the way to 0, which is pretty cool. Okay, it seems to be a little bit better at identifying my hand gestures, but doesn't really seem to change a lot in the animation, does it? Let's actually reset it, take a look at it. I think that there must be some sort of problem with the way that this was coded. Okay, so the animation is not changing too much. Kind of a failure for Claude, but I like the 3D thing that it did here. Hopefully Codex did a better job. Let's see. All right, here we go with Codex. We have the whole thing that's requesting to initialize the webcam. And I think it crashed my computer. And there we go. It seems to be to me that on these 2 tasks, for the first one, which was the physics simulation, Codex and Kimi actually made the better job. And in my opinion, those have a tie at first place. And for the second task, which was the galaxy simulation with hand gestures, I feel like Codex could have had a better result, but for some reason it just destroyed my memory. And Kimi actually worked great. Claude code had no issues, but for some reason, no issues in running, but for some reason, the particles were not actually visible in the first prompt. I feel like if I just prompt it again to actually increase the attraction force between the particles by default, it will look much better. But in any case, Kimi made the better job of all of this in this second task as well. So it seems to me like we have a very clear winner, and it's incredible that it's an open source model. So in my opinion, you should definitely give it a try to Kimi K2.5. Of course, this will require further testing in real code bases and in your specific workflow to make sure that it actually is useful to you. But if you want to give it a try, if you have a Hugging Face account, you have free tokens that you can use with this model. So all you're going to have to do is go to your agent that you're currently using. In my case, if I were using open code, I would go right here. I would open the models tab, Control A to add a provider, and I just look for Hugging Face. And all you have to do is add your Hugging Face token that is authenticated to use inference providers, and it will route it to Kimi K2.5 through Novita. And as you can see, it's also the fastest interaction that we have of the 4 agents. If you want to try the Kimi Code CLI, you can also do that, and they also have a free tier right here, well, a free trial for the Moderato tier, which is at $19 a month. It's a really good and generous tier, and they have a completely free 7-day trial. So you just sign up, enter your details, get 7-day free, and then you have a nice little console to try out Kimi Code CLI. So I would definitely give it a try for at least 7 days and see if it is the kind of coding assistant that you like to use. But in any case, thank you very much for watching. It was very fun creating this tutorial for you. And let me know if you want to see similar reviews of models and coding tools. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.